Although Super Bowl 51 was one of the most exciting games in recent history, people still love to talk about those commercials. Hi, I'm Drew Pinkala, Marketing and Communications Associate here at DS Simon Media. Today I was able to talk to our team about some of their favorite commercials this year. Let's see what they had to say.
For me, one of the commercials that impacted me the most was the Honda yearbook. I thought it was very inspirational. I'd like to tie in with the celebrities, showing them before, they became big stars. It was about no matter what kind of obstacles are in the road, don't be afraid to chase your dreams, and I thought it was a really good message for young people today.
My favorite commercial was the Budweiser commercial, the one where they kind of go into the founding of Anheuser-Busch, and the reason why I liked it is because it had a political message, but it was subtle, and it was surprisingly progressive, talking about the roots of Anheuser-Busch and how, the founders were immigrants to the country. So I thought it had a really great message, was very well done as well.
I thought the Kia commercial was fantastic with Melissa McCarthy. I think anything she does is just great. She's hilarious. I thought she was great in that commercial. Probably wouldn't have been as good with somebody else. I think she made the commercial. So that was another really good one.
My favorite commercial was the DJ Khaled commercial with TurboTax. It was very funny, somewhat relatable, and very educational.
My personal favorite from yesterday's game was the Audi commercial, Drive Progress, the one with the daughter and the father spokesperson. I personally liked that a lot because I'm an ex-athlete as well as a daddy's girl, for lack of better terms. But I thought it was extremely motivational and inspirational and had evoked a human response.
My favorite commercial from the Super Bowl this year was the T-Mobile commercial with Kristen Schaal. The whole line of commercials I thought were hilarious, and they were also a really fun way of sort of lampooning the competition that they have while also sort of pushing boundaries, but keeping the viewers engaged and amused.
My favorite ad was the Cure Auto Insurance commercial. It was the man, he's like, hey, I recognize you. And then he goes around and he's like, oh, your vacation looked great. Oh, that picture of your daughter was good. It got about 100 likes, actually 101. So it was the whole point of the ad was like, don't follow too closely as a driver or as a social media stalking. And I thought it was humorous without having to use the celebrity element. And not really trying too hard.
My favorite commercial from the Super Bowl was a bit of a surprise. I loved the Nintendo Switch commercial, mostly because it got people talking. Obviously, you see Nintendo, you see a non-celebrity interacting with the product and really showing off what the product is. There were so many other gimmicks, celebrities, production value was great for the Nintendo one, but it really showed what the product was all about. And at my Super Bowl party, everyone turned to each other and what is that? When is that coming out? That seems fantastic. So Nintendo really hit the mark for me with their commercial.
The most heartfelt commercial of the day, of the evening, would have been the Hyundai service member commercial, where they brought their families to them during the Super Bowl game in a sort of 360 booth. So I thought that was the most heartfelt one, probably my favorite.
My favorite ad was John Malkovich and Squarespace. Very classy custom content. Tell the story first, then fit the brand in later.
Another thing I saw a little bit was a lot of diversity. So a lot of commercials featured different age groups, genders, nationalities, ethnicity. So a good job there, I think, by a lot of brands that showed that sort of this overall feeling that, hey, this world is made up of everyone, especially this country.
My favorite commercial, I think, was the Buick one starring Cam Newton and Miranda Kerr. Just felt that it kind of stuck out to me. It was a little bit lighthearted. A lot of these commercials were kind of taking heavy-handed approaches in terms of activism and, just generally what's going on in the world. And so, some light humor I thought was a welcomed change for the Super Bowl.
And there you have it. Those were our favorites of this year. Tell me yours. Email me at drewpenn@dssimon.com. Thank you for watching.